welcome back for Squeeze of the Week time. This is a hand from the BBO Stars and Platinum event, and this is a match point event, and it is just declare. That means the bidding is done for you. So the bidding was done for us, so we can't influence the contract by bidding. It's not best on bridge, so we can't take any of the inferences we normally do from that, and we just have to play better, given the same auction, the same lead than other people. So we're in 3 trumps. We pass initially with a hand I would have opened in real life. And when partner bids a spade, we can bid 2 trumps, which as a past hand is natural, it seems. Partner bids 3 diamonds, we bid 3 hearts. Partner bids 3 trumps. And they lead the 5 of clubs. So how many tricks have you got? Well, we've got 4 clubs, 3 hearts, and an ace of spades. That is 8 tricks. And we are struggling to find a 9th. Jack of hearts could fall. But there is a big issue with that. If we just cash our clubs and hearts, we set up the jack of hearts if it's not falling, and we lose any sort of entries we've got to either hand. So we could take the spade finesse, but we're blocking the clubs if we do that. So we can't win the first club in our hand because we need to unblock the king of hearts before yada, 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 yada. So at some point, maybe we're going to take the spade finesse. That's the idea. So what we decided to do was win the ace of clubs and unblock the heart. So now if they play another club when they get in, we can at least play for the jack of hearts to fall, and if that doesn't work, we can take the spade from that. So remember, in match points, we're trying to do the best we can here. They have at least 2 diamonds to cash, maybe 3, maybe even 4, if the diamonds are lying in a way that they can cash 4 diamonds. But what am I going to do? Well, I think what we do now is probably just duck a spade. Don't really know what to do. And you don't really want to put all your eggs in one basket. And ducking a spade is risky. For example, if the jack of hearts is falling and the king of spades is on side, ducking a spade might mean you go off on a contract you can make. At teams, it would be pretty bad to duck a spade here, but you probably just have to play for one of the 2 things to be nice. But they need to be able to cash 4 diamonds. So not only do they need to be 4-2, they need to be 4-2 with West having 4, because I think most times when East has 4, you can just withhold the queen and the diamonds will get blocked. And they need to switch to 1. So maybe, they need to be 4-2 the right way around, and they need to be unblockable. Maybe East has, for example, ace-jack tight, and they can't unblock them. So they can play the ace and then play the jack, and you duck it, and then they can't clear them up. So it is risky, but I think it's the right thing to do. And if they don't play diamonds, and you do end up taking spade finesse, it might be you're making like 11 or 12 tricks. So that's what we decided to do. We decided to duck a spade, effectively for want of anything better to do. We didn't want to commit to anything else. There's a chance that they play a heart for us and we can take a finesse, or they can play a heart into our 10 or something, and then we don't have to take another finesse that's not working. So we play a spade. East flies in with a 10, so it's a very good chance they've got the jack as well. They rarely do this from 10 to 3 or 10 to 4. They definitely won't do it from 10 to 4 because the 10's a stop. And they're unlikely to do it from 10 to 3. So it's likely to be King 10 or Jack 10 if they're going to do that. So the 10 of spades holds, which is good and bad. It's good that it gives us a bit of information about spades, but it's bad in that the hand we don't want to be on lead's on lead, and they lead a diamond. Well, we discussed this earlier. It could be that diamonds are blocked. There might be a holding where they can't unblock them, and the way they can unblock them is for you to supply the queen. If you supply the queen now, whenever diamonds are 4-2, they can probably unblock them unless it's ace king tight specifically. So we're going to withhold the queen of diamonds here. There's no point in covering. There's no way East is led from ace king jack. They just wouldn't do that. So we play low, low, low. And East plays the second diamond. Again, for the same reason, we want to try and block the diamonds when they're blockable. And we duck again. And West wins the ace. Okay. And now they and they play a heart. So what's that mean? Well, that means that West probably hasn't got the king of diamonds, which means East has it. And would they switch to the jack from king jack 9? Once the jack holds, they probably should play the king. So it's likely that East has king jack 10-9. Yeah, because remember, the 9 forced the ace. So there's no way that West has the 10 of diamonds either. So we now know that East had 4 diamonds, and we blocked the diamonds by not supplying the queen on the first diamond, which is the right thing to do. And secondly, they've played a heart, which gives us 3 heart tricks, which means we've made our contract. Yeah. And we now are going to make 9 tricks. But You'll notice there are 8 tricks left and we have 7 of them. That is the squeeze zone. What squeezes on? Well, you have the Queen of Diamonds as a threat, and who's that a threat against? East. And if East also has the King of Spades, we get them. And I think there's a good chance East has the King of Spades because they did insert the 10. And you'll notice that if West played a spade back, not only would it not give us the heart trick, it would break up the squeeze. So if East does have the King of Spades and the King of Diamonds, West could have still beaten us by playing a spade back here, but they haven't. They played a heart, which is sort of the reason we blocked the King of Hearts early, to give them an opportunity to do this. So they play a heart, we discard a diamond, we play the 10. And now we're just going to cash our tricks in the right order. What we need to do is finish in our hand, because all the squeeze cards are in our hand. We're going to have got 2 top hearts and some top clubs in our hand, which means the Queen of Diamonds is the threat in our hand and the Queen of Spades is the threat in dummy. So we just need to not waste the Ace of Spades. So cash your tricks in a way that you don't waste the Ace of Spades. So we're going to cash our clubs. We're going to unblock the clubs. We're going to cash the Jack of Clubs, throwing a diamond away, because our Queen of Diamonds is the diamond. All the 10 of diamonds is gone there, so we know East has 1 diamond left. We know it's the King. We cash the Ace of Hearts, and we cash the Queen of Hearts. Now, what does East throw away? Well, if they have the guarded King of Spades, what they have to do is they have to play their partner to have the Queen of Diamonds. And that's what the robots are doing. In real life, a human might do something different here, but East threw the King of Diamonds, and I could just claim I've got the Queen of Diamonds and the Ace of Spades for 10 tricks, and this scored 95%. If we just go back to this bit here, in real life, what some people would do as East, if they were with it and they could count the hand and they knew partner signals and counts and they trusted their partner not to have the Queen of Diamonds, is they might play the Jack of Spades, and then you'd have to work out whether to take the spade finesse or the drop. Okay, and so it's not as easy in real life if someone's good enough to do that. But here, when they threw the King of Diamonds away, I didn't have any guessing to do. I was just going to do that. If East did throw the Jack of Spades away, I'm probably playing for the drop, but it's not as clear. It's not as obvious. It's not as guaranteed as the line we took. So anyway, that was Squeeze the Week. Hopefully, in the next 2 days of this event, I will find some more, and you'll see those next week too. Bye.